Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome, everyone, to this deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're looking at a really striking passage. It's from the book of Numbers, chapter 31, verses 13 to 24, specifically.
And we're also pulling in some thoughts from a devotional called Following God's Divine Playbook, which focuses right on this section.
Right. So our mission really is to get under the skin of this moment after a military victory. Things don't quite go as you might expect.
Not at all. We want to explore why there was such an intense reaction, according to these sources, what's presented as being truly important here.
And the hook just jumps out, doesn't it? You've got this army returning from war. They won.
Yeah, you'd think, high fives all around, a hero's welcome.
But no. They meet Moses, the leaders, and Moses is just furious. The text says he was angry with the officers. Why?
It does seem backward, doesn't it? And that's where the devotional offers a perspective. It suggests the text isn't actually about the military success, not primarily.
Oh, interesting. So not just, yay, we won.
Not just that. The devotional argues the real issue, the core point, is how closely their actions stuck to what it calls a specific divine playbook.
Ah, that phrase again, the divine playbook. So the anger wasn't about lack of effort or even the win itself. It was about alignment, following instructions.
That seems to be the interpretation offered, yes. Did they follow the exact instructions for handling the aftermath? That was the critical thing, according to this view.
And Moses' reaction is immediate. He launches into some very specific, pretty harsh commands.
He does. He asks them directly, have you saved all the women alive? And he links it straight back to that incident at Peor.
Right, where interaction with Midianite women led Israel into idolatry and a terrible plague. So it's framed as preventing a repeat disaster.
Exactly. A past failure looms large, and the orders are stark. Deal with the captives in a very specific, severe way, sparing only the young virgin girls.
It's pretty shocking to read. But then the focus pivots immediately, doesn't it, towards purification.
Instantly. Moses tells them, right, you've taken life, you've touched the dead. You need to stay outside the camp. 7 days.
And purify yourselves, your captives, on the 3rd day and the 7th day.
It's very structured. And it doesn't stop with people. Even the loot, the spoils of war, need cleansing.
Yeah, clothes, leather, anything made of goat hair, wood, all of it had to be purified.
Then Eleazar the priest steps in, and he underlines this isn't just Moses making things up. He says it's the statute of the law that the Lord has commanded Moses.
Reinforcing the divine authority behind it.
And he adds more detail for the metals: gold, silver, bronze, iron, tin, lead, things that can take fire. Purify them with fire and with the special water of purification.
Wow, okay, fire and water.
But things that can't stand fire, just the water. And then one final step, wash your own clothes on day 7. Then you can come back into the main camp.
So all this, Moses' anger, the severe commands, these incredibly detailed purification rules. What's the big picture here, according to the sources we're looking at?
Well, the devotional really hammers this point home. It argues this whole episode underscores that success isn't just about the result, winning the battle. It's about sticking to the playbook.
Adherence to the divine instructions, that's presented as paramount.
Exactly. This deep dive, it highlights just how much weight is placed on following the prescribed steps, even down to ritual cleansing before you kind of reintegrate. The how matters immensely in this account.
And this leads to the question the devotional leaves you with, really. It asks, what does this passage speak to you today?
What does this intense focus on a specific playbook, even when you've achieved something that looks like success, make you think about?
Does it challenge how we usually measure success, just by the outcome? Or is there something more to consider about the process, the method, the alignment?
It definitely suggests, in this context, that following the given path holds its own deep significance, maybe even more than just getting the win.
Something to chew on there.
Yeah.
Think about that emphasis on the how as you go about your day. Thanks for diving in with us.